Welcome back to Mental Models Daily, where we explore one mental model each day to help you elevate your daily decision-making. Today, we're diving into a subtle but powerful concept that shapes how we understand data: non-response bias. Non-response bias occurs when the people who respond to a survey or study differ systematically from those who don't respond, leading to skewed results that don't accurately represent the entire target population. This happens because certain types of people are more likely to participate in research than others, creating a hidden distortion in the data. It's like trying to understand an entire forest by examining only the trees that are easily accessible from the main path, while missing those deeper in the woods. Historically, one of the most famous examples of non-response bias occurred during the 1936 US presidential election. The Literary Digest conducted a massive poll predicting that Republican Alf Landon would decisively defeat incumbent President Franklin D. Roosevelt. They mailed out millions of ballots based on telephone directories and automobile registrations. However, during the Great Depression, telephones and cars were luxuries that many Americans couldn't afford. The poll largely missed lower-income voters who overwhelmingly supported Roosevelt, who went on to win in a landslide. It's like trying to measure average height by only sampling basketball players. The methodology itself created a systematic exclusion that fatally compromised the results. In the business world, non-response bias can lead to costly misunderstandings of customer preferences and market trends. Verdant Horizons, an eco-friendly home goods company, provides an illuminating example. After launching a customer satisfaction program, they initially relied exclusively on email surveys with a 12% response rate. Their data suggested high satisfaction with their product durability. However, when they implemented multiple response channels, including text messages and brief phone interviews, their response rate climbed to 31% and revealed significant durability concerns among previously non-responsive customers. This discovery allowed them to address product issues before they escalated into reputation damage. It's like a doctor who initially only heard symptoms from patients who could easily travel to the clinic, then discovered different health patterns when implementing home visits. So, how can we apply awareness of non-response bias in our daily lives? Firstly, we can develop healthy skepticism toward data and opinions that may suffer from systematic participation gaps. When presented with survey results, customer feedback, or even social media discussions, ask yourself, who isn't represented in this information? Consider what factors might prevent certain voices from being included. It's like watching a debate while mentally reserving space for the perspectives of those who weren't invited to speak. Secondly, we can improve our own information gathering by using multiple channels and formats. When seeking input for decisions, don't rely solely on one method of collecting feedback. Combine written surveys, verbal conversations, and observational data to reach different types of responders. Consider offering incentives that appeal to different motivations. It's like fishing with various types of bait and in different locations to catch a more representative sample of fish in a lake. Lastly, we can proactively follow up with non-responders when gathering important information. Make specific efforts to reach those who didn't initially participate, perhaps with a shorter version of your original questions or through a different medium. These additional responses often provide crucial insights that differ from early respondents. It's like a journalist who doesn't just interview the most accessible sources, but makes extra effort to include harder-to-reach voices for a more complete story. In conclusion, non-response bias is a subtle but powerful distortion that can significantly impact our understanding of the world. By recognizing this phenomenon and taking steps to mitigate it, we can gather more representative information, make better informed decisions, and avoid the pitfalls of incomplete data. In a world where data drives decisions, awareness of who isn't represented in our information can be just as important as knowing what the data says. Thank you for joining me today on Mental Models Daily. Until next time, may your data be comprehensive, your insights be representative, and your awareness of what's missing be as sharp as your understanding of what's present. For more mental models, please visit mentalmodelsdaily.com or find us on X or Instagram. Our podcast music was provided by thepodcasthost.com and Alitu, the podcast maker.